Stats 23 here in today's Knife Therapy. I have my top 10 best EDC knives of 2022 from $100 to $150. If you haven't seen the ones leading up to this price point, I will have links in the description if I don't forget. All right, let's get started. At number 10, we had the Vosteed Thunderbird, and the only reason this is at number 10 is because it's currently sold out. They come in at $129. And it's a very fidgety knife, multi-deploying. You have a thumb flipper, you have a back flipper, you have a front flipper. You know, the endless possibilities. You also have a fuller that you can kind of catch as well. Cool knife. It's a more, rugged with that multi-grind there. It's not the thinnest behind the edge, but cuts good enough. Deep carry wire pocket clip. And it's tip up left or right-handed. So hopefully these come back in stock soon. And when they do, I'll put them in. I'll have links to whatever's in stock down below. Before I go any further, let me know what you would have added to this, and let me know which one's your favorite out of my list. And because this one's not available, I threw in the Kubey Barracuda, another one that I enjoyed a lot this year. S30V steel. This is a Parsons Bladeworks collaboration. Comfortable, excellent little EDC size and weight. It's a titanium liner lock, nice smooth action, front flipper action, milled titanium pocket clip with that blue anodized hardware. Just a really cool knife. I reviewed this one and I enjoyed it a good bit. This one's going to come in at $140. So number 9, another one that is not available. That is the Bridgeport Knife Co 395. And this one would have been, I think, in the top 3 if it would have been in stock. But unfortunately, this was a pre-order. And I don't know if he's doing another run or when he's doing another run. But I absolutely love this knife. The action is outstanding. They were OEM by Kubey Knives. It's a titanium liner lock with a very nice milled titanium pocket clip, black hardware. Very, very addictive action. I carried this one a lot this year, and I enjoyed it a lot. But being that, and the blade steel on this one's 14C28N. And since that one is sold out, one that's not sold out, there's the Kubey Pike, another Parsons Bladeworks collaboration, nice and comfortable. This one is in CPM 20CV. I like the blade shape. Nice and smooth action, front flipper, milled titanium pocket clip and back spacer with that blue anodization on it. And these come in at $140. I will have, like I said, links down below to all these. And number 8, we have one coming from Off Grid Knives, and that's the Off Grid Knives Rhino V2. This is one hefty, heavy-duty work style knife. 154 cm blade. Got, I guess you call it a clip point there, but you have a nice straight area right here, so you can do a lot of your cardboard cutting in this area. Comfortable in hand, G10 scales. The action is outstanding, and I love that flipper tab. I love me some off-grid knives. OEM is best tech on this one, and they did an excellent job on that 154 cm steel. One that I forgot to add to my last one in the $100 category that I completely missed, or it's below the $100, I'm sorry, is another off-grid, and that is the off-grid Stinger XL. I had to at least add it to this one because it definitely would have made it in my top 10. You got a 4-inch spear point blade of 154 cm, contoured G10 scales, and this thing comes out like nobody's business. Very snappy. I love me some off-grid knives. This one's going to run you $97. I don't know if that's a sale price or not, but $97 at the moment. So that was just an honorable mention, being that I missed it on the last one. Up number 7, we have the Asher Knives Spiro with the thumb hole and the titanium scales. I got this one about a week back, and I did the testing on it the other day, and I've been loving this knife. And it's not available right now, but they will come back in stock. But the price tag on this is what just blew me away. And it only is in the number 7 spot because it's out of stock right now. And it comes in at $125. For what you're getting here, that is an outstanding deal. Nice and comfortable ergos. If you like jimping, the jimping's good. So being that that one's out of stock, I got an alternative, and that is the Civivi Teraxe. Even though I think it's a little bit overpriced, I like the overall comfort, and I love that blade shape. It's coming in at $105, which I think is steep for what you're getting, because this is a steel frame lock, but it's very, very well done, comfortable. The action's good on here, performed well. Very, very nice knife. Deep carry, tip up left or right-handed pocket clip. So, you know, I think it'd be a decent alternative, you know, similar in overall shape. Now we're down to the number 6. I think the rest of these are all available, if I'm not mistaken. Number 6, we have the Kansept Nesstreet. I just finished doing the testing on this one, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. They come in at $149, S35V in steel. I absolutely love this blade shape. Call it a drop point, I guess, or yeah, drop point. The handle, that arc right there, super comfortable. Even though these are flat micarta scales, it just fits like a glove in my hand. It's got good thumb stud action on bearings. Deep carry pocket clip. It is tip up right hand carry only though. Very nice knife for 149 bucks. I love the Nesstreet. This is a collaboration with Karambit Maker. The next one we have is the Kizer Knives Mini Begleiter. It coming in at the number 5 spot with the Frag titanium and the M390 scales. They have this one, and then they just dropped this blackwash version. I love both of them. I love this one because of the deep hollow grind they have on there. It's a nice and slicey blade. You got a milled titanium pocket clip. It's a smaller knife, a good backup, or, you know, depending on your blade restrictions in your area, this could be a perfect knife for you. I think it's a good looking knife. It's got good action on bearings. I love me some thumb stud deployers, and you have 2 different flavors. For M390, this one's 20 CV. But, you know, they're about the same. Tip up left or right hand carry as well. I threw an honorable mention in there, and I'll tell you why this one's an honorable mention. It's another Kizer, and that is the Kizer Escort. And the reason why it's honorable mention, because the sale price on these, they're all sold out. And the sale price came in at $145. Now, for this knife at $145, I think it's a great deal. I love the action, beautiful action. It's got their clutch lock system, aluminum scales, comfortable ergos. It's a Pinkerton design, deep carry pocket clip that's tip up left or right hand carry. For that price, yes. And if it would have been available, it would have been on this list, and it would have probably been a little bit, you know, been a little bit higher on this list. But the only place I could find it, it's coming in at $170 something, and another one is even higher than that. At that price, I can't recommend it. I don't like it that much for that price, but at 142 or 100, maybe even 150, I still think it's an excellent knife, just not over that. So good design though. I love the knife. Number 4, we have the QSP Penguin Plus. Now, at the price that I'm telling you, you can only find this at Kaviso, and it's a sale they're having for $149. I think that this is a good deal. 20 CV blade steel, multiple deployment with the flipper and the thumb studs. Very smooth action. Titanium frame lock, nice full-size grip, wire pocket clip that's tip up, left or right-handed carry. Definitely at $149, I can put this in that number 4 spot. I think it's a great knife, and it's a very popular one for QSP. Now, if that's not available, one that I'm going to throw in as a backup, but this is, you know, something that, you know, it's something I enjoy, and you got to like little knives, but these mini penguins right here, these are exclusives to traditional pocket knives with these Jigged titanium scales and M390 blades and the milled titanium pocket clips. These are very smooth action. It's a small blade. I'm pretty sure they're on bearings. Both of these have been my go-to 5th pocket carry knives as of late, because they just work great in this little pinch grip, or if you need to, you know, drag that tip and get some real control over it. I think they're awesome. Now, they are going to run you a good bit more than a regular mini penguin because of the M390 and the Jigged titanium. But you can get these for $129 over at Traditional Pocket Knives. And any of these, I think, are good suggestions. At number 3 spot, we have the WE Knives Big Banter. I've really, really enjoyed this knife. There's some things I think they could have done different. I don't love the choil area. I would have loved to have more blade length. But even with that, at $148, it's just a good knife to use, carry, comfortable in hand. I love that blade shape is perfection right there. It's a jack of all trades blade shape. 20 CV blade steel. You can get it in other configurations, but I went with the green micarta. Deep carry tip up, left or right handed carry, liner lock. Very smooth action. The weight's good because, not because, but they do have some internal milling there. Inset stainless steel liners on the show scale, and they left them out here because they wanted to make it easier to disengage that lock. I just been really, really enjoying this one from We Knives and Mr. Ben Banter's, or Ben Peterson, the designer of this knife. Down to the number 2 and the number 1 spot. All right, we're going to get them both out here, and I'm going to tell you why. And I do have one honorable mention at the end, so stick around. So we have the Kizer Drop Bear, and then we have the Kizer October in titanium and 20 CV. I went back and forth because I love these two knives. Definitely carried one a lot more than the other, and let's talk about them. So with the Kizer October, you have this beautiful milling on the titanium, some of their best work, I think. 20 CV blade steel, super smooth action. You can reverse flick it, back flipper, you can slow roll it, deep carry pocket clip, that's tip up right hand carry only. Now, these came out, and they were a pretty hefty price tag. You can now get them. They're on sale. I don't know if they're going to stay like this, but they're on sale for $148. And at that price, I think it's an excellent knife to buy. Nice little accents there. It's a good-looking knife. It's smooth. I prefer the black wash over the satin because my satin one has a pretty stiff detent on it. This one came excellent out of box. Beautiful jimping if you like that. That choke up spot is very comfortable. Then we have the Drop Bear. These come in at $107, 154 cm. It has their clutch lock, aluminum scales, very smooth action. I can increase or decrease that tension by putting the different springs in and put them in the different holes they have here. Tip up, deep carry, left or right handed pocket clip. So which one's it going to be? So my choice for number 2 is going to have to go to the October. And it just comes down to which one made it into my pocket more. I carried this one a lot, but I carried the Drop Bear a little bit more. And I bond with this one a little bit more, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But awesome knife, especially at the $148 price tag. I think it's an excellent deal. Now, whenever they were $170 and over, it's kind of on the fence. I don't know, but I can get behind the $149, $150. That I can get behind that. So cool knife. Now the number 1 pick, Kizer Drop Bear. I'm carrying today the fat carbon Drop Bear. That's just how much. And I swap between all 3 of these. I just love it. I love that blade shape. I love that Kizer took the axis lock that they can use. You know, that patent ran out with Benchmade, so a lot of companies using it. I love the fact that they put their own spin on the axis lock by putting those extra little holes in it to give you the tension you want. Like a person like myself, I don't like my axis lock tension to be super strong because I have poor dexterity in my hands. So this one allows me to make adjustments. This one I have the lighter Omega spring. This one I have the stronger one, and I can feel the difference. I like both of them, but I tend to carry this one a little bit more, and I probably carry the fat carbon one more than both of these. But I feel good about this choice. $107. Their 154 cm's good. You have that nice long row of jimping. The aluminum's nice. Very cool knives. If you didn't see my review of these, go check it out. And that is my top 10. Now, I do have 2 honorable mentions. And This first honorable mention, I think, would have been maybe in this #1 spot if I knew they were going to be back in stock soon. And that is the Maxace Black Mirror. This could have been my #1, but it's sold out everywhere. And the only way it would have been the #1 is at the price point that I bought it at. I paid $142 for this. And I know Blade HQ, once they saw that first run sell out so quick, they hiked the price up. I couldn't get behind it at the 180. It's not a terrible knife at 180, but it wouldn't have been my #1 or my #2 pick. If at $142, this would have probably been, it would have either been my #1 or #2, hands down. That full flat ground blade. Love the sounds it makes whenever you open it, that clack. Comfortable in hand because of the shape of that handle. Just a very, very cool knife. And then the last honorable mention we have is the Kizer Mini Paragon. Now, this is a super cool knife. I like it because it's different. It's just a beefier knife, not one that I carry as much as I do the rest of these. And I'm glad to see they kind of came down on the price of these. I think they're going for like 107 now. And not bad for such a huge chunk of .54 CM steel. You can get it in a blackwash blade if you like it. Nice micarta scales. I don't love the pocket clip, but it works. It's just so different. It's fun, and I like that. So this is definitely an honorable mention. You know, if you want to make it a number 11 pick, go ahead. But there you go. That is my top 10. Let me know some that, you know, in this, make sure it's in this price point, because I get people, oh, what about this one? And it's usually not in that price point. So let me know which one you would have added to this list. And let me know which one's your favorite pick out of the ones that I had on my list. So there you go. Hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. Stay tuned. I will be dropping my 150 to probably 200 or maybe 250 next. I don't know. I think I have one video in between, but we will see, especially with the new year coming. I'm trying to get some videos in stockpile so I can kind of relax during New Year's. All right, guys and girls, I hope everybody's having a great one. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.